Sup guys, Knightor here for my week 2 battle versus Cykomore. I fucked up. I'll just say that, cause my audio fucked up, so I have to re-record this, and now my webcam's fucking up, so I can't deal with that right now. So, god dang. Well, either way, I actually put animations on. I double checked. I made sure they were on again. Because I tend to forget, because I'm a doofus. Well, either way, music's by Glitch City, so if you guys don't know that, well, damn you. And people coming on from Psycho Zen, je parle un peu français, je parle vraiment bon. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, so let's get right into this. When I first battled Psycho, I got 5 of his members right. I got the Bishop wrong. I was expecting, like, Ferrothorn or something. Either way. And this music is a bit loud. I'm gonna lower that a bit. And I don't know why we have the in-game volume, but either way. Well, I'm gonna lower that a tad. Yeah. So I let off Rotom Wash. She let off with, Milk Tank, which immediately switched out, expecting me to go for Volt Switch, but I just went for Toxic because it was because I'm like, I don't want Milk Tank, and if he switches in the Milk, and if he switches in Crest, I'll be so happy to poison that damn thing. He was expecting me to Volt Switch. I just went, nope, I'm staying in. I didn't even have Volt Switch on my set, and he switches back, and I believe I clicked Hydro, and I think I land the Hydro. Yep, I land my first Hydro Pump. It does slightly below half, and he's like not leftover, so I wasn't sure what I still not sure what set he was. Spoilers. I never found out what set he was. I just knew he was like somewhat defensive. I clicked Hydro, I missed. Honestly, didn't really matter in this case. He gets up his rocks. I didn't really have a way to remove them. Well, not safely anyway. I just go directly to poison him. It works out. I'm actually gonna lower my volume a bit because it's very loud. Ha ha ha. I poison him. He takes poison damage. Now 2 of his mons are poisoned. He goes to poison my Rotom. I'm like, wasn't too happy, but it's not the end of the world. It's literally not the end of the world. I just clicked Thunderbolt because I just want to see how much damage it did. It does less than Hydro, which honestly just sucks. And I believe it was as of this turn he switches into Crest, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it is. No, he switches back into Marty, expecting another Thunderbolt. I don't know why, because Hydro clearly does more. And Marty takes a nasty hit plus poison damage, and he finds out I'm lefties. That turn, I go back to full, then I take poison damage, which is not very nice. And I believe he's gonna take another Hydro, or I'm gonna miss again. I'm not entirely sure, because I don't know. He just goes straight for the Volt Switch, and I believe he goes right into Crest now. And let's just say Crest was an annoying wall that I did not prep enough for. And honestly, I'm probably gonna have a timestamp just so you could avoid all the Crest shenanigans that was there, because it was long. I mean, when I was long, I mean, we spent at least 15 turns minimum just on that Crest. And you'll see, and reasons why is because it outsped my Uxie, which honestly I thought like it can't really do much. And reasons why I couldn't really take it down that easily is because it had Substitute. And my only damaging moves were Knockoff and Psychic obviously was not going to break the sub, and Knockoff for some reason took 2 hits to break a sub, probably because I was bold. And this is when the annoyance happens, where I cannot do anything. I was literally just like, well, I'm doomed. I'm losing to this thing if it sets up. This is gonna just be a long, annoying wait. And I was just hoping to dear God he just had Psychic. And he turns out he has Moonblast, so I couldn't switch in my Haxorus in. very great. Because a +1 Calm Minding Crest does over half to my Haxorus. And my Haxorus is my win condition. So, obviously I was not living a Moonblast. Because I didn't know what EVs it had. It had enough to outspeed my Uxie. So, I wasn't happy about that. And also, I don't know whose idea was it at Game Freak to decide, let's make something very tanky, something very fat, something with a lot of HP, a lot of great defenses, make it very fast. Why? Why did you give this thing base 80? Why did you give Cresselia base 85 speed? It's so annoying. Put it this way, it outspeeds a Decidueye if it has no investment in it. If neither of them have speed investment, Decidueye gets outsped. Why? Because it's base 70. That's ridiculous. And my only assumption is the reason he outsped is because he speed calced for Emboar, because Emboar's not very nice when he does damage. Let's put it that way, and you'll see that later. So we're currently on turn 14 out of 36. He goes for this is pretty much a long battle of not really stall, but walling each other. So that's very fun. Very, very fun. And I don't like Substitute very much. Why? Because it's very, very annoying to take down, especially if you don't have moves that can get rid of it immediately. And now we get to the next song, yay, and we get to an ad. Oh, that's just perfect. Oh, you gotta love ads, man. Just gotta love them. Just gotta love them ads. Well, I wouldn't give for a nice juicy ad right now. Ugh. Ugh. Can't do I could not do like anything to this crest. Like my Haxorus had Taunt, Issue, Moonblast. Like Decidueye, it didn't really take nice hit. It didn't take a nice hit, as you're gonna see very soon. After like this thing kills me. After we have to wait 10 gajillion turns. I think it took me forever to get a crit on his subbing annoyance crests. But honestly, that's literally the definition of crests. If you don't really have Taunt Mons, you can't really do much. If you don't have Roar Mons, you can't really do much. So there's nothing I could have really done other than prep better. That was my issue. I didn't prep for sub Calm Mind crests, and that's what screwed me. Cause Uxie's gonna die. Cause it cannot take a hit from this thing. Put it this way, if I outsped and knocked off, it wouldn't have lefties, and it would be a lot easier for me to get rid of. Except I don't have that. I don't have that option. My only option was to like try to stall it out, try to make sure it runs out of Moonlights. But obviously PPFs are a thing, so yeah, that's not fun. Either way, I just try to get rid of the sub as best as I can, and I get a crit. So yay! I don't remember if he just goes straight for the Moonblast now, or just goes for another sub. I don't even remember. We're on 20 turns right now. 21. Oh my god. Why do people hate Crest? Because it could just be a fat subbing annoyance. That's why. Either way, I need to prep better. Psycho literally had like hazards stacked for days against me. So pretty much if he had all kinds of hazards set up, my team would have just got pulverized. I feel so bad for Uxie, but it's not the end of the world. It's just not the end of the world. Now everything goes a lot faster. Yay! Fast! Speed! And now I go to Hanzo to Decidueye, which sadly didn't get to do very much. I take rocks damage, wasn't the biggest deal. I go for a Shadow Ball because I know I outspeed, and this was a special set. It was a special nasty plot set. Pretty much if I got the setup, a good chunk of his team would not be happy. Yeah. And as we can see, the Decidueye is not like Moonblast. And he got a crit. And he got the minus at special attack. Oh, I forgot about that so much. I feel so bad. I feel so bad, but it's the game. It's not much I could have done. I don't remember what I even clicked here. I just clicked Shadow Ball, right? And turns out his Zebstrika was Assault Vested. Because I was wondering why did 0. Because I was like timid max speed with max special attack. And this just takes me out. Because honestly, why wouldn't it? And I believe Zebstrika goes down to poison now. Yep, it dies to poison. I was happy I got rid of his only electric. I got rid of his only electric immunity. He goes back into this annoying thing. I go into Gardevoir, and I don't know why I'm getting ads because I hate them. Whose idea was it to even create ads? Damn you, YouTube. Either way, yeah, I pretty much switched into my Gardevoir, which had it had the Steel type berry, and here's where Gardevoir just dies. Like I had enough to stay alive from my Bisharp, except I get the Spadef drop and it's Defiant. So even +2 won't say. Even a +2, my Gardevoir just gets one shot. Cause it's not very pretty. Put it this way, if he didn't get the +2, that Bisharp was dead. So I had no choice other than to go my Emboar right after, and hopefully just take a nasty chunk out of something. I had like literally no options for this thing. So he goes into Lando, yet he thinks, oh, it's a safe switch in. No, nothing safe from a freaking choice banded Emboar with Adamant. Look what this thing does. It did not care. My Emboar did not care for that thing. It's like, oh look, I'm just gonna get rid of your health right now. Well, excuse me. And this Emboar I'm just like, no, I'm not leaving Roadhog out here. I'm going into my Rotom because I know that thing's packing Earthquake, and I know he's probably clicking Earthquake just to be safe. However, I would have clicked U-turn just to be safe because I wouldn't want to stay in. I wouldn't want to stay in on an EQ. God no. That's out of Shukaberry. But even then, I don't think I would have lived because Emboar doesn't have great defense. So this is where we somewhat make a differential comeback. He goes for U-turn. Doesn't really do very much. I don't remember what he went into. Alright, he went back into the Milk Tank, which honestly I just outwalled. I just clicked Toxic because I was kind of hoping he wanted to Crest so I can just get rid of it. And now I believe he just like hard switches out. I'm not entirely sure. I believe he hard switches out back into Lando, expecting a Thunderbolt. I don't know why. Honestly, Hydro would have killed either or at that range. And I did believe I'd just land a Hydro kill, because honestly, Hydro Pump's evil. And after, I believe he's just going to send it in for him to just kill me. Rotom gets 2 kills. Rotom for the MVP. That moment when a Rotom Wash has the most kills on your team. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. I believe I lived like on 4 health here. Yep, I prevent Miltank from getting a kill. I believe this is the Infernape. He just goes straight for a Mach Punch. Took some rocks damage. It wasn't too happy. Monkey was not too happy about that. I believe he had the Flying Berry, if I remembered correctly, because he was afraid of my Zapdos. Because honestly, I was debating on bringing Zapdos over something else, and now looking at it, I kind of wish I did. So I just send in Haxorus because I don't see Infernape can't kill me no matter what it is, unless it's choice banded. But obviously, after seeing close combat, wasn't choice banded. He wasn't Life Orb. And honestly, EQ just guarantees a kill. And I was also on Nerve, not Mold Breaker, because I hate berries. Put it that way. Berries are mean. And this is where pretty much we end the game, because we literally have 3 turns left, and I don't have much switch-ins. I literally have 2 mons left. He has this, a Bisharp, and a Miltank. Miltank, which pretty much dies. Put it this way, this crest could have died if I was animate, except I was jolly because Choice Scarfs. Choice Scarfs are a thing, and my Haxorus didn't get the set up. Rip me. Rip me in my poor prepping and battling. Good news, I didn't lose as badly to Cycle as last season. Only good news. Either way. Yeah, Roadhog's not gonna like rocks, he's not gonna like a Moonblast either. If he had Psychic, I just would have been dead, and I would have just been 3-0'd, but he had Moonblast, so... it wouldn't have been enough, but Flare Blitz is enough to take out this thing. So, yeah, and now there's no more music, but either way, Roadhog ends up getting a kill. Emboar did something! And here I wasn't sure what he was, because I wasn't sure if he was Choice Banded, if he was Scarfed. It turns out he had Psycho Cut, but I'm like, even a Sucker Punch would have killed me. Sucker Punch would have been way enough to kill me. I kind of feel sad. But either way, we lose to Psycho. GG again. Because honestly, you kicked my ass. You honestly just kicked my ass with that damn crest. I couldn't do anything to it. I wanted to switch Haxorus in. Oh, there's a Moonblast. If it had Psychic, no problem. I easily could have just Dragon Danced. But nope. Not with the Moonblast. Either way, next week we battle the unnamed coach because it hasn't been announced as of yet. Because we got a replacement coach. It hasn't been announced. If it gets announced, yay. If it doesn't, oh well. Not the end of the world. Let's just say it's someone we know, or it's someone you guys should know. Put it that way. Oh. That way, either way, I battle the unnamed coach next week, so I technically still have to wait for them to do their battle, because the unnamed coach battles Professor FX this week, and I think they're still working out a schedule, because 2 different time zones, because France and US, different time zones. Either way, GG again to Psycho, you beat my ass. I got a prep versus you, I really do. But either way, if I set up an Haxorus, I would have won. Or at least I think I would have. Probably not because of Moonblast. Because Moonblast was evil. Either way, hopefully you, Psycho, hopefully you can beat someone else's ass next. Hopefully I can actually win a game soon. When I mean soon, I mean hopefully next week and maybe the week after versus FX. I don't know. Either way. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.